evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Cocoa High School, Richard Dick Blake Stadium. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski, joined alongside by my broadcast partner once again this evening. Last week was the biggest game of the year. Well, they just keep getting bigger as the month of November progresses. He is Mr. Eddie Mays. Coach Eddie, listen, I'm telling you, Coach is here tonight with his Miami Hurricanes playing.
That's right.
I can't even believe that, Coach.
That's right. That's right. I got my cane gear on. We got Cocoa Rockledge, big football game. Hey, it's going to be beautiful this evening, man.
I tell you what, for those that didn't tune into the pregame show, Coach, your keys tonight will start with the Cocoa Tigers, the home team. What are your keys for a Tiger victory?
Quarterback, DJ Arroyo. He's going to be key. Third time's a charm. Linebackers are going to be key, and the offensive coordinator is going to be key for Cocoa tonight. The Day White, possible big, huge return tonight, so we're going to see.
All right, for me, I agree wholeheartedly with you. It is no doubt DJ Arroyo as Coach. I got to be honest with you. Over the last couple of weeks, he's thrown 5 picks, a couple inside of the red zone. Just cannot happen tonight. For the Rockledge Raiders, my key tonight is Raheem Sanders. You've got to get, as you said in the pregame show, he is a grown man going to Arkansas already. You got to get Raheem Sanders, the Rocket they call him, the ball in space. What are your keys for the Raiders?
Oh, man, Raheem, and the offensive coordinator. Linebacker plays. Same for me tonight on both sides. You got Zach Lovett, you got Kennard Snyder, you got Bridge on Rockledge side, but then also the ball is the program. So you got to be able to protect the ball. And with Rockledge, Raheem, he's the X factor. We're going to see what happened with him tonight. You got to give him the ball. No less than 15 touches.
A lot of people wanted to know, would defensive tackle Day White be playing tonight? You couldn't keep Day out of this game if he had lost his leg in that game last week. Day suited up, and he is ready to go tonight. As the Rockledge Raiders are dressed in their Columbia blue, they take the field. The Tigers are all in black, and we are set for action here tonight in the 41st Barbecue Bowl. Cocoa with a series lead, 23-17. But the Rockledge Raiders have won the last 3, and they've won them last year 24-17. The year before that, 42-10. And then the year before that, Coach, a double overtime thriller. Prior to that, Cocoa on an 11-game win streak in which they absolutely dominated the series, outscoring Rockledge 392-28. And then Rockledge had won 2 in a row or 3 in a row prior to that.
This is where a lot of guys made their names. Rockledge, when they turned the tables, I mean, this one, if you didn't know him, everybody got introduced to Ladarius Tennyson that night in 2017. I was on the other side of that game, and I tell you, it didn't feel good. But, guys, somebody tonight is going to make their name tonight. Who's going to stand out for Cocoa? Who's going to be that guy that makes his name tonight that's going to turn the tide back to their side? Rockledge, who's going to be that guy that's going to keep the momentum going, keep that trophy over there on their side?
Captain quarterback Elias Allen for the Rockledge Raiders, and you call him the Gray Ghost. Lakota Wojciechowski.
The Gray Ghost, baby. Hey, I tell you what, if a lot of people haven't seen number 84 play, you're going to be in for a treat tonight, man. The Gray Ghost, that's the name that, he gets from his hometown up there in Titusville, man. And you got to know him to know him.
I think he's a tremendous key for the Tigers tonight. I'd also like to see, you mentioned that the offensive coordinators, Coach, were a big factor in this tonight. For me, for the Cocoa Tigers tonight, I'd love to see a great combination of Tay Farmer, who last week absolutely tore O'Galley's. He shredded O'Galley's defense. And O.J. Ross, the two of them 183 yards on the ground last week. You get a good combination of Ross and Farmer going. That's going to open it up down the middle for Wojo.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, you got the Juice Man and you got Tay. I mean, and again, that's why I say the offensive coordinators for me are going to be key. Last week it was very uncharacteristic of a lot of things that was going on with Coco's offense. But you got to run that ball, man. And in this series, it's key. You got to run that ball. You got to be able to throw that ball, but you got to run it. And Rockledge is going to get the ball first, so we're going to get to see two-headed monsters, what we're going to do.
I'm shocked, Coach, that you would say running is a key.
Yeah. Hey, running is key because at the end of the day, when in doubt, run that thing, man. Smash mouth footballer when you plenty game.
Run the rock, run the rock, run the rock. 12 minutes on the clock. Nick King set the kickoff. Rob McKenna told me he's got all the top athletes on the field tonight. Not a great kick, fielded at the 15. The ball come out to the 20, 25, up to the 30, 35, tripped up. Great run back, and you can see the physicality already.
Yes, sir. And here we go. I mean, and again, right now it's going to be real key. You know, Rockledge, they got to, establish the run and, establish the line of scrimmage. Last week, Coco established that line of scrimmage with our galley. And I tell you what, big number 44 is out there.
Virgil Marshall on the return, and that was a good one. I know that last week, Coco held O'Galley to just 8 yards per return. Right out of the gate, Rockledge puts their dominance out there and being able to run the football back. We'll start the game with Elias Allen at quarterback. They'll have trips to the left, and one back in the backfield is Avery Smith. Smith, the workhorse for this Raider offense. Allen from the shotgun, turns, gives to Smith, actually keeps it. Little bubble screen outside. That's Raheem Sanders.
And there he is.
And Raheem Sanders.
As I said, hey, listen, tonight he cannot have no less than 15 touches for Rockledge to win this game, period.
He was my key player to the game. Get the ball to him in space. Rockledge's not going to slow down. They're going to come right back to the line of scrimmage. Sanders with that 4.39 speed. Why Arkansas loves him so much. Why any college loves him so much. Oh, and by the way, he's built like a brick house.
Yes, he is, man. He's a nice specimen for an athlete. Almost a DK Metcalf type.
Allen keeps it. Oh, this one's a lateral ball. What are they going to call it? That ball went out of bounds.
Call it an incomplete pass.
Wow.
Giving them a break on that one. And again, Rockledge is boundary heavy. They showed that all year long. Everything is into the boundary, which, to me, it cuts off half your field. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's what they do. They're not going to go away from what they do. And Coco, aggressive DBs. So tonight's going to be pretty key, man. This is a great matchup. Chevelle
Bouet's watching, a guy that had an absolute impact on this game. Him, guys like Terry and Folston, great histories here. Allen, this time the other side. That's Sanders on the other side.
There he is.
And he's just hard to bring down. 9-yard, maybe 10-yard gain for Sanders and the Raiders. They've come out fired up.
Listen, I'm telling you, he can't be no less than 15 times. When you get him the ball in space against Coco's DBs, even though they're physical, he's a bigger wide receiver than they've faced all season long. And as you see, 3-4 guys is going to take to bring him down.
Coach, they've run 3-4 plays, and 3 of them have been targeted to Sanders.
Coach, I'm loving the way they're making it, like I said, concerted effort to get him the ball. And right here, this is a big third down right here for Coco's defense.
And Day-Day White is already limping noticeably.
Yes, he is.
The give is to Avery Smith. He'll have a first down, and he'll be brought down, but not before he picks up a good 8-9 yards. The Raiders this season averaging 288 yards rushing per game, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, and it's huge. And even with those behind-the-line scrimmages passes they're throwing to Sanders, they're establishing the line of scrimmage right now. And, again, the key to this game is going to be one up front.
The big, you talk about coaches in this one with Rockledge running that hurry-up offense. We'll see the conditioning factor from James Folston Sr. Avery Smith again. Smith just bringing Coco Tigers with him. He'll pick up 12 more.
Yes, sir. They're running behind Big Jordan Love. And, man, I tell you, Big Jordan Love get his mitts on you, but it's a problem. So, at the end of the day, man, right now, again, don't think too much, don't do too much. Run the ball.
Nelson Tawa on the tackle. 9:50 to go first quarter. No score between the Raiders and the Tigers in the 41st Barbecue Bowl. The Raiders on a 3-game win streak right now. 2nd and 2 from about the 23-yard line. Sanders in a slow motion. 3 wide receivers to the left. Avery Smith, the give is to Smith. Smith breaks 1 tackle, and he'll have enough for a Rockledge Raider first down.
I don't know, Coach Strick. Listen, the DBs are good for Coco, but I don't see 7 wearing down. I mean, he hasn't been used a lot this year, and tonight I don't think he's playing on adrenaline, but it's going to be good to watch. I want to see the matchup with him and those 2 cornerbacks for Coco. These are 3 big guys, so it's going to be a great matchup.
I'd like to welcome in Coach Winford Strickland Jr. watching here tonight on the Brevard Sports Network, as 196 others of you are. already. Thank you. This time, it is Raheem Sanders, and this time Cedric Hawkins comes up to make the stop.
You got Cedric
That's
Hawkins.
Malik Lewis. Malik
Lewis on the tackle, Cedric Hawkins. Zaquan Reeves, again, is going to be a concerted effort tonight.
So that's the first time tonight the Rockledge Raiders have not picked up any significant yards when they've actually had the ball in their hands. They did have a sort of a lateral pass backwards that went incomplete. But anytime that Elias Allen has put the ball in the hands of one of his players, they have picked up yards. Be interesting to see when Bryce Norton gets on the field. He wears the number 4. Nearly an offsides, back in time. I love it when officials allow the player to get back on sides.
Let him play tonight. Oh, man.
Not that time.
Got Day White there jumping off sides there. You know.
Day White right now, you can see he's limping. He's trying to get an advantage on that push. I don't know how long Day is going to be able to go, but much props to him for being out there for what we saw him go through last week.
It's the barbecue bowl. You know, you try not to miss it for anything, but, you know, but you can tell he's limping real good right now.
So that'll be 2nd and 5 now. 2nd and 4 3/4, we'll call it. Electric atmosphere here tonight, as it always is for the Barbecue Bowl. Keep your eye on Raheem Sanders right now. Now they've got another guy out there on him. Norton is in the game. And Elias Allen breaks the tackle, and it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Rockledge Raiders at the 3.
They lulled him to sleep with that read just then. They ran that counter, and they came back. He finally pulled it. And, I mean, again, you know, right now the offensive coordinator for Rockledge is calling a great first series. He has to keep this up all night long, and if he does, I tell you what, you're keeping Coco's fast strike offense on that sideline. That could be huge. No
doubt. 1st and goal to go. Power I formation. The give is to Avery Smith. Smith be brought down at the 2. It'll be 2nd and goal to go for the Raiders.
And here we go. Right now, this is what I love right here. 2nd and goal from the 2. You put your pants on the way I put my pants on. Who going to make a play?
Yep.
You know what's coming. Stop it.
I agree with L.A. Session here. Says it's not worth it, maybe. I mean, look, Day-Day's going to make the ultimate decision here, but maybe best if he not play. Getting Smith in for a Rockledge touchdown, and the Raiders, for the 4th straight year, strike first.
And again, they're running right at 44. They're testing that ankle.
Yep.
They want to see, can he dig in? Can he really give what he normally gives? And right now, it doesn't look like it.
No, it sure doesn't.
You know, and again, like you're saying, you know, you got to think about the playoffs down the line. But, I mean, again, who's going to come take him off the field?
Coming up after the extra point, Caleb will pull up the playoff schedule and show you what's on tap for the next couple of weeks. But the extra point attempt, the Raiders have missed just 2 all season. Left-footed kicker, snap, the hold, the kick, nearly blocked. Does he get it through? Indeed he does. And with 6:49 to play here in the 1st quarter, the Rockledge Raiders on an 11-play, 66-yard drive, strike first, and they lead it 7-0. There's a look at the playoff schedule on the board. Every team makes the playoffs. Blind draw. Some teams got tougher opponents than others in the first round. We'll let that play out. Talk about that more as the week progresses. Your thoughts on that opening drive, Coach Eddie?
I tell you, they established the line of scrimmage. Did exactly what I wanted to see. You know, Rockledge, they throw the ball, but they run the ball almost old Coach Wilkes style, you know, with Younger coming from under that wing there. And I mean, they established the line of scrimmage. They tested 44. They wanted to see was Day going to be ready to go. So right now, I mean, Coco got to come back, and they got to punch him right back in the mouth. And this is what I meant by earlier. You got to run the ball tonight.
Yeah.
And Coco got to be able to do exactly what Rockledge just did.
Yep.
Establish the line of scrimmage, run the ball, and stop me. You know it's coming.
No doubt. No doubt about it. Great opening drive for the Raiders. I don't think another offensive coordinator in the country could have scripted that any better. As we get set to go here, 6:49. 1st quarter, 7-0. Set to kick off is going to be Jesus Delgado, the senior kicker. And Delgado puts toe to leather. And this one will be fielded at about the 18, straight up the middle. And another good return by the return team out to about the 37, and DJ Arroyo will take over. Arroyo comes into the contest tonight over 7,300 career passing yards so far this season. Arroyo has just been lighting it up. He struggled recently, but so far this year, DJ 91 of 122, 1,522 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 picks. He averages 304 a game. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 34-yard line. The give is to O.J. Ross. Ross cuts in, cuts out, and Ross picks up 12 yards.
And again, you got to run the ball. Right now, I like it from both offensive coordinators. Right now, come out, run the ball, and that's what I wanted to see also. I wanted to see O.J. get his pad level down this week. Put the foot in the dirt, get north and south.
You mentioned that the offensive coordinators are going to be key tonight. It might be both teams' conditioning coaches.
Yes, sir. That's going to be real huge, especially running the ball. It's going to test your will.
6:17 to go. Rockledge with an 11-play, 66-yard drive on the board first. Avery Smith from a yard out. And it's 7-0 Raiders. Arroyo wants the ball over to Wojo, and quickly in with the tackle for the Rockledge Raiders is number 21. She still, Thomas on the stop, she still says his name wrong. Woj, that's funny. Cato Holmes was actually on the stop.
And that's Dad down there he just said
Wojakowski, right? Right, Wojo, right. Right. Nice little bubble screen inside, and that'll pick up 8 yards, but it'll be 3rd down. So this is the first 3rd down of the game.
All right, and it's going to be huge. And on 3rd down for Rockledge, they lined up, they ran that ball. They trust their offensive line. They wanted to set the line of scrimmage, so right now we're going to see if Coco's going to do the same.
3rd and 2 for the Tigers.
Gabrielle Lurie says, Rock winning big. Rajon Martin, you got to run the ball. Coco don't need to pass. I'm going to agree with that. They haven't stopped O.J. Ross yet. The give is to Ross up the middle, and Ross, he will have just enough for a Coco Tiger 1st down.
And again, move the chains, move the ball, set the line of scrimmage, give your offensive line some confidence, especially after last week.
Quick moving 1st quarter. We've got the water break, and while we have the water break, let's take a moment and step away for these words from, well, me.
Hey everybody, Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the BREVARD'S Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at BREVARD'S Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, BREVARD'S Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, BREVARD'S Sports Network on Facebook.
Left-footed, love it, yeah.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching BREVARD'S Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
All right, thanks to 23-time tag team champion Devon Dudley. What's he say, Caleb?
Oh, my brother.
Testify. And the Rockledge Raiders certainly did that on the opening drive. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Jet sweep, round the corner. Nice pickup, and Coach, I love that jet sweep. Yeah, and Davis Mallinger's got the speed.
Man, and like last week again, he didn't get enough touches in my eyes. You got to give him the ball. He's a dynamic player.
Yeah.
Who's going to step up for Coco? Who's going to be that Chevelle Bowie, that Bruce Judson?
2nd and 4 for the
Who's going to be the Lorenzo Pratt?
Lorenzo Pratt in the house last night. His brother with a big game. I thought they should have fed him a little more. Up the middle, and the Raiders shut that down.
Yeah, they shut that down. Hey, you know, he got to follow his puller. He had that, you know, hey, my key thing is telling my running backs, man, follow you. You see all that back there, follow it.
Jaquavion Jackson on the stop.
And number 99, Jaquavion Jackson.
Sophomore Jaquavion Jackson, 245 pounds, 3rd and 3. I think it's 4-down territory.
Yeah, I will. Tonight, definitely.
3:49 to go, opening quarter. My goodness, we're moving fast through this. Got to be careful. Looks like the Raiders could be lined up off sides. They weren't. Arroyo looking, throws, across the middle, caught. Great catch. That's number 8 for that's Donovan Giles, the junior wide receiver. DJ Arroyo throws a strike, and that's got to give him some confidence.
And he put that thing right on the button. He found that zone. And again, good mix of pass and run right now.
1st and 10, ball on the 25-yard line. 3:27 to go, opening quarter. Anthony Turner.
That was huge. He put that thing on the money.
That makes him feel good. You know what? He's struggled a little bit recently in the red zone. He's hit those big ones, Coach.
Right.
But when they got down here is where the struggles have come. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Arroyo wants the ball. The give is to Ross. Juice cuts it back. He's still on his feet.
Got a block out there for the wide receiver.
Outside there on the stop was Kennard Snyder, who had a big pick six in this game last year.
Yes, he did. You know, Kennard Snyder is a big linebacker, man. I tell you, he's going to be playing on Saturdays.
2:44 to go here. Opening quarter, 7-0 Raiders on top. This is the 8th play of the Coco drive. 2nd and 7. Waiting for maybe to see a little change up with Tay Farmer in the game. Keep your eye here inside. Jet sweep to Mallinger. Can he get outside? Of course he can. Mallinger turns the corner. Great pursuit out there by number 28 for the Rockledge Raiders, and that is Darryl Smith.
Darryl Smith, Kennard Snyder coming through on the assist. And again, you know, they're picking up good yards on the jet sweep. You know, not big yards, but they're picking up good yards. You know, they're keeping that edge soft.
Davis Mallinger, that brings up 3rd and 3. 3 times 4 is 12, so we'll see what happens here. Arroyo turns, looks to Coach Adam Franco, who's the offensive coordinator. Caleb, how's those sponges working? Good. Caleb doing a good. We stopped by the Dollar General tonight, so we didn't want the camera to vibrate, so we bought sponges. Seem to be doing the job. Here it is, across the middle. Giles, he's got to get upfield.
Woo!
Giles immediately tracked and stopped. Great play.
I think that was Robinson on there.
Number 33 for sure it was, Coach. John Tavius Thomas.
Yeah, Robinson on the catch there.
Oh, was it Robinson? Jamarier?
And you know, they swarm to the ball just
Here we go. Big 4th down,
Big
4th and
down.
4. Rockledge's not going to jump, so a hard count's not going to work here. Yep. Coach Lusk will not be happy. And that'll be a timeout. Don't be surprised. Look, Coach, the wind is at the back of Nick King at the moment. I know he tweaked his hamstring last week. What do you do here?
Right now, again, I'm finding number 7. If I'm going to call this timeout to come back out to actually call a play, I'm going to find a way to get it in number 7's hand.
Jet sweep.
I'm going to probably sit him in the zone somewhere. I'm going to bring him underneath some way, somehow, get a crossing route in there, you know, get some traffic in there. Because Rockledge right now, they're sitting in the nickel underneath there with, you know, 1 high. So, again, you got to get something quick and get it out the hands of your quarterback.
You know, Coco has had the big plays, Coach, over the last couple of weeks. We saw it against Vieira. We saw it against Bayside. We saw it against O'Galley last week. But it's here where they've hit a wall. Why?
Again, when they condense that field versus when they're out on the 30-40, they got a lot of open space. But when you condense that field down, it makes it a little easier to actually, with the way Coco likes to call their offense, it makes it easier to defend. But when they're out in the open space, they got a lot of field. Your quarterback, he can sling it.
So big 4th down here for the Raiders. Who will make the play? 4th and 3, 1:34 to go, opening quarter. DJ Arroyo in the shotgun. They've got 4 wide receivers. Keep your eye on Wojo. They're going to give a great call. O.J. Ross outside. That's going to, there's a flag, 2 flags.
Touchdown on
He's
the play,
in for,
it's
coming back. 3 flags. We got laundry everywhere. Where's the Tide stick? It's going to come back. And now Nick King automatically walks on the field. Unnecessary hold.
But I tell you what, that was a bright spot to see with O.J. Ross actually pressing the hole, bouncing it outside and finding open space, but he got north and south.
You're going to back him up.
Put that in your hip pocket and come back to it again.
It had to be a hold, Coach, because I tell you what, there's Columbia blue and black on the field, and I looked down, I thought there was a 3rd team with all the yellow.
I tell you what, this is going to be a huge kick right here.
Yeah, Nick King, the ball spotted at the 21, or a snap from the 21 spotted at the 28. This will be a 38-yard field goal right down 520 if King can get a good foot on it. Snap, hold, kick. Good looking foot. And it's good.
That's
Nick
a great
King
kick.
with 1:17 to go with a 38-yarder. And the Cocoa Tigers have hit the board on their opening drive with a 38-yard field goal. It's 7-3. All right. Actually, the barbecue bowl's right now. Caleb got the wrong graphic up on the screen. That's all right, but the scoreboard's changed. Caleb doing a heck of a job on that camera tonight. Anthony Turner says holding better, kick the field goal. Good run, though.
Yeah, it was a great run. I mean, you know, they got 3. They know they wanted 7, but they got 3. But for me, that was a good sign to see him getting in space and getting to the outside and finding that hole, getting north and south.
All right. 1:16 to play here in the opening quarter. 41st Barbecue Bowl. Rockledge looking for 4 straight over the Tigers. Come Monday, people forget all about this, won't they? Not.
Nah, they're going to let them have it up until probably next Friday. You know, according to the way this series goes.
Nick King and this ball, they're going to kick it away from Raheem. A little bit anyway. Out to the 15-20, 25-30. Nice tackle to bring down the returner, which was number 8. That's
Swipe.
Virgil Marshall again.
A.K.A. Swipe.
All right, we need to see something from Matt Diesel's defense here. I thought the Rockledge Raiders had their way with them on the opening drive.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they did everything they wanted to do. And you know, as offensive coordinator, that's a beautiful thing when you can call the plays dictated on what you want to do and not the defense dictating your play calling.
I'd like to thank Poe Roofing and Consulting, the Angle Group of BREVARD'S, Supreme Title. Give is up the middle to Avery Smith, and adjustment made, Coach. They got him that time.
Yeah, but, you know, still for me, you know, he got another yard out of that. And I tell you, they're doing a lot of arm tackling out there right now. Right now, Coco has to dig in. They got to make sure you bite the ball. He's going to break one if they keep doing the arm tackling.
I'd also like to thank J&S Janitorial Services for their sponsorship of tonight's game. Make sure you're with me tomorrow as the Melbourne Mercenaries Championship all day. They're going to play the 8U Cocoa Tigers in the morning. We'll have that game for you right here on BSN. Offsides. And that's going to make it 2nd and 3 now. And immediately, the offender that jumped offsides is pulled out of the game.
And right now, you can't give up free yards.
Nope.
You just made it 2nd and short when you had 2nd and long there. So, you know, again, you're giving up free yards. It makes for a quick night, not a long night.
So far, Cocoa Tigers with 3 penalties in the game. Elias Allen, give this time is to number 9. That's Jalen Housey, the former transfer from Vieira.
He actually pulled that. The quarterback kept that on that play.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah.
Fooled me. Tim Passmore with the stop there. The Raiders average 282 rushing yards a game.
And right now, this is going to be a huge 3rd down for the dark side defense.
First 3rd down of the game for the Rockledge Raiders coming up, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. With your score, the Rockledge Raiders 7, the Cocoa Tigers 3. Get your reading glasses on and check out a little bit about Supreme Title. We'll be back in a minute. All right, we'd like to thank Terry Geach, Terry Candell, and Supreme Title, 6 locations serving Brevard and Indian River County. 3rd and 7 here. First third down attempt of the night for the Raiders. We'll see what Coco does. Elias Allen, 3-4 step drop. He's in trouble. Throws. Caught. Nearly caught. Did he get his feet in? He says yes. What a catch by Raheem Sanders.
He just short of the first down, though.
I'll tell you what. You know what? What do I know from the roof? But that was a heck of a concentration catch.
But I tell you, though, Coco got lucky on that play. He running back had slipped out on the wheel, and he was by himself. There was no one within 6 yards of him, looked like. Quarterback, you know, he lost a big opportunity there.
Boy.
But 4th down right now.
Here comes a turning point here. 4th and a half yard. Allen from the shotgun. He's trying to draw Coco off. You better believe Matt Diesel screaming down the 40-yard line, don't you move. Day White telling him, don't move. And forced to take a timeout will be the Rockledge Raiders. You expect them to punt here?
Again, I give you the if it was me fact. If it's me, I'm going for it. Again,
Right.
I want to set the tone. I want to set the tone. And at the end of the day, I want to set the line of scrimmage again. You get another first down right now, and it may just kill that momentum and spirit at the same time.
Yeah, you pick up this first down, and that's huge.
That's real huge.
11:07 to go, first half, 7-3 Raiders on top. Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Coach Eddie Mays, and Caleb Brown with you high atop the press box. Wave to us if you're here. I want to see how many people. Turn around and wave. If you're watching or listening, turn around and wave. There we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3, 4. Okay, thank you.
And right now,
Hey.
from Rockledge,
McKenna Diesel. Coach Diesel's wife. Had to say hello. Sorry if I screamed in your ear. But if you know me, I'm going to do that all night anyway.
if I'm Rockledge right now, anybody other than Avery Smith or Raheem Sanders, they're not touching the ball. Especially
Well,
if I'm going to call the play.
I'm going to turn, and I'm going to give to Avery Smith, and I'm going to let him plow right through where the ailing Day White is, just like you said. I formation, power formation for Rockledge. The stands, they are rocking. Elias Allen still trying to draw the Tigers off. Diesel turns. He's got it. No, he does not. He stopped. Where will they give him forward progress? Did the dark side defense stop him? We'll see. Boy, that's close. That's a measurement.
That
We're
is
going to
a
get a
measurement.
measurement. Zoom in there, Caleb.
I tell you, though,
All right, that's
for
cool.
a running back at his stature, his size, if he kept his shoulder square and he kept going forward, he would have picked up that first down easy. He tried to spin on contact. That's when you got to drop your shoulders and your hips, man, and you got to run through that defender, man.
I got to be honest with you. As I looked at the runner, I missed the backside defender that was shot out of a cannon on that play.
Yeah, this is huge.
He
right
prevented
here.
the cutback.
But he didn't need to cut it back. He needed to just drop his shoulders and just go forward.
Here we go. Caleb, I can't see that far. I think the Raiders have enough. We'll see. They are just short. They are just short. And the Cocoa Tigers have held by an inch. One chain link, says Caleb.
And again, that's what I'm saying. You know, he was up in the hole. Go forward. Keep going forward. You're a big back. You're a short back on top of that. I'm putting my shoulder pads in his chest, and I'm going forward.
Right. Caleb said nobody's getting lower than Avery Smith. Man, that was a great stop by that Cocoa Tiger defense. And now they got it's just almost like pot, Coach. Points off turnovers, you got to capitalize on this.
10:47 in the second quarter. We'll remember that. Huge stop by the dark side defense.
Arroyo from the shotgun, bunch formation. Mallinger fakes to Mallinger. Arroyo rolls to his right. He's going to keep it, and that's a good play by Arroyo to pick up 5 easy yards.
Yeah, 5 yards, move the ball, live to see another day. And unlike what's been going on the past few weeks, he tucked it and run.
Corey Johnson says that was the play of the game. Could be, Corey. You know that show NFL Turning Point? That was certainly one of them.
That's why I say 10:47, got to remember that. And see, like last week, he wouldn't have ran that. He threw that ball and tried to fit it in. So to me, that was a good play right there.
2nd and 6 now as he picked up 4. Well, I tell you, I'm still hyped, man. My endorphins are through the roof right now. It's my first ever barbecue bowl. I'll tell you why in a minute. 2nd and 6 coming up for Arroyo and the Tigers. Offense to give is to Ross. He cuts back. He's got room. Ross gets outside, cuts it back again down to the 30. Ross has enough. He picks up 6 yards, and that'll be a Cocoa Tiger first down.
See right there, you know, as big as those linebackers are for Rockledge, watching the film, that's the only thing that I do not like watching them. They do a lot of grabbing up top. When you're that big, man, sink your hips, bite the ball, run through the actual runner.
All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 30. Great point, Coach, great point. This is where the Tigers need to turn up the volume a little bit offensively. Arroyo, play action. Actually, he gives to Ross. Ross straight up the middle. Ross has a hole. And Ross just picks up 7-8 yards with ease there.
And this is huge right now for O.J. Ross. You know, pick up these yards. Get north and south.
Maynard on the stop for the Raiders. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. And this opens the playbook up for Adam Franco. 2nd and 1. You put it in the air, you stay on the ground. I'm going to take a shot here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to look for Wojo or Mallinger in the corner.
Right now I'm going to Mallinger up top.
Bubble screen, Mallinger. Nice tackle, but it'll be enough for it. Oh, he's still on his feet. Mallinger just running over Rockledge defenders. He's telling them, I'm running over you.
I tell you
they're going to give Mallinger 15 yards.
I think they're going to get at the Virgil Marshall.
Are they?
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you can't be upset. The man ran you over just then. You got to get up and play another down.
Right, because he certainly ran over that defender.
Yeah, he ran over Virgil Marshall just then. He met him one-on-one. He didn't hide from him. He sure didn't step out of bounds. Okay, they gave it on Mallinger. Well, you know what?
Go ahead. Coach got to take a phone call. He'll be back here in a minute. It's an important phone call.
Personal foul, Coco.
Let me say hello to him. 2nd and 7 for the Rockledge Raiders. All kind of good stuff going on up here on the roof. You never know who's going to call in the middle of a barbecue bowl. Could be the leading rusher in the ACC. 2nd and 7 for Arroyo, and it was against the Tigers. Down the middle, caught! Great catch! Donovan Giles, 1st and goal, Coco. And Donovan Giles, who had trouble hauling them in last week, goes up and gets that one, and the Tigers are 1st and goal at the 1. Arroyo right back to the line of scrimmage. And I would imagine this is going to be O.J. Ross all day long. Everybody knows it. And the give is to Ross. Ross cuts back, and he is in for a Cocoa Tiger touchdown. And with 8:51 to go here in the first half, it's 9-7 pending the extra point. The Tigers, 7 plays, 61 yards. O.J. Ross for much of the drive. Kick is up. Oh, did he miss it? Oh, no, he drills it through. He drills it through. I don't know how he got through, but he did. And with 8:50 to go, King kicks the extra point, and it's 10-7 Tigers. Actually put up the, here, you want to change that? Here, put up this. There you go. There's the points for and points against. All right, Coach, you good? All right, good. Glad everything's okay. Jay Hawkins calling.
Jay Hawkins, he watching the game. And you know, a Cocoa alumni, he's very happy right now watching them run the ball.
He had some big games in this. Let me take you back to when he originally came here, his first barbecue bowl. Bruce Judson, and Pratt.
Cedric King?
No, not King wasn't in this. He was in it, but the 3 of them had 500 yards of offense. Oh, yeah. Judson, Hawkins, and Pratt.
King was in that. He had a 64-yard
Did he?
touchdown that night.
Unbelievable.
Hawk scored 3 touchdowns that night.
Yep.
Pratt broke one that night. Listen, it was them guys there was dangerous. Them 4 there
Right.
was dangerous. State championship at the time, they was what the second most yards in the state championship game at that time. When King went for a 70-yarder, Bruce went for a 70-yarder, and Jay Hawk on the third play of the game.
485 rushing yards against the big bad Bowles Bulldogs.
Yeah, that game was over real quick.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. 8:50 to go. This one is not. 10-7, Tigers on top. Rockledge scored first. Cocoa with the next 10. Set to kick off. Nick King back deep. Raheem Sanders and Virgil Marshall. Bryce Norton's back there as well. Norton will field this at the 20. Norton gets outside. He's at the 30 and pushed out of bounds at the 33. By the way, that penalty won against Davis Mallinger.
Yeah, you know, and that's what some of the ex-guys in this game are saying. Let them play.
Yeah.
You know, you got to let them play tonight. There's going to be emotions. I mean, hey, the guy just ran someone over. Let him talk a little noise. I mean, it's what the barbecue bowl is all about.
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, I'm just like, I am so hyped right now. And I apologize if I'm screaming, but, man, look, I'm going to show you right now. I got chills. This is no joke.
And like they just said, you can't fake your love for Brevard County.
Who said that? Oh, Jim, thanks, man. I love this, man. This is crazy.
And again, I like that. O.J. Ross ran the ball.
Yeah.
They set the tone for Cocoa. That opened up that seam route. Rockledge has to do the same.
And Elias Allen on the keeper, and he's going to be stuffed and stopped. All right, what adjustment has Cocoa made? Because over the last series and a play, Rockledge not as successful with the rock.
Well, Coco's walked that guy all the way down in the box, and they got him sniffing around that line. They're setting the edge right now. They're controlling the line of scrimmage, but bringing that guy down in the box has made a big difference.
Yeah. Now, you know, I got it. Now, if you're Coach Wayne Younger, you maybe might want to start thinking about getting up over the top of that a little bit, because they're within 10 yards. We got whistles.
That, and then also here's where I play devil's advocate. Bryce Norton opens up so much different opportunities at quarterback.
Yes.
Elias Allen is a great talent. Right now, I'm going to throw a little wrinkle and put 4 back there.
Yep. The give. He's going to keep it. The ball is the ball out, and Cocoa has taken the ball away.
And big number 9.
From Elias Allen. That play just didn't look good from the start, and taking it away is Nelson Tewa.
And Tewa, and I tell you what, as you see Coach Marlon Lewis down there celebrating, he sees his linebackers, they're eating, they're sniffing, they're getting in there, they're making a play. And this again, offensive coordinator, he has to adjust.
Right.
Coco's offensive coordinator is adjusted. Rockledge offensive coordinator is still force-feeding the same offense. You got to make an adjustment. And if you can't adjust on the fly, this game's going to get ugly real quick.
Dark side defense makes the first turnover of the night, and it's Nelson Tewa, the second leading tackler on the team, and it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 35. Arroyo from the shotgun. Tay Farmer in the game now. And Farmer's going to take a little dump off pass. Farmer's so quick. Through the hole. He'll pick up 4.
And I just like putting his head down. He caught the ball, put his head down, got what he can get.
Yep.
Didn't dance. Get north and south right now.
2nd and 7 for the Cocoa Tigers. 10-7. The Tigers with the ball and the lead following the Elias Allen turnover. Farmer to the right. Mallinger and I believe that's Giles to the left. Arroyo looks to throw. He's got Wojo out on the flat there. Wojo. Oh, he lost the ball. And Cocoa has it, or Rockledge has it back. And they have immediately taken the ball back. Great play by that defender to strip that ball.
Wow, and great play, great run by Lakota, but you got to hold on to that rock.
That's 10.
Yeah, that's 20 right there, because that's huge.
That is really what amounts to a red zone turnover.
Yes,
even though they didn't start in the red zone, he fumbled in the red zone. And now the Rockledge Raiders, after turning the ball over, get it back. And I'll tell you what,
You got to shake it off. You got to move on like last week.
Sigh of relief.
He had a similar play last week on the drop. He shook it off. He came back and scored later.
Yep.
Right now, you got to shake it off. Both teams turn the ball over. Here we go. Starting all over again. Now, Rockledge, offensive coordinator.
Right. Let's see what happens. What? Kyle Doherty, the offensive coordinator. All right, nobody in the backfield. Now you got Avery Smith that stands to the right of Elias Allen. We've yet to see Norton, the quarterback, to give us to Allen or Avery Smith. And Smith stays on his feet, but he can only power his way for a gain of 1, maybe 2.
And, you know, good hard running. But, again, you know, you're doing what you've been doing since the start of the game, which he's sticking to script. But, again, you got to adjust somewhere up in here. You got number 4 sitting on that sideline. You got to use it. Second and 8 now for Rockledge. 6:20 to go. Stay with me here through the water break coming up. I want to talk to the Rockledge football community coming up during the water break here before the half. 2nd and 7. Allen, all kinds of time, throws. Ryan Black, great play. Great defensive coverage there. I'm glad he didn't throw the flag. Malik Lewis. And I tell you what, that kid there, man, watching that kid grow, he's gotten better and better every week. You know, and I know his dad's proud of him right now making that play. But the dark side defense, they're stepping up right now.
Yep. That's the one thing. And here we are. This is the water break. All right, during the pregame show, I took the opportunity to apologize to the Rockledge football community. I don't want to do the same now because maybe you didn't watch the pregame show. So I want to deliver the same message here that I delivered during the pregame show. Last year, following the Rockledge Raiders playoff loss, I put out a mean social media post that referred to Rockledge as having won the Barbecue Bowl but lost a first-round playoff game. My bad. It was an ill-advised tweet and one that upset greatly a community that was just upset at the time having lost a playoff game. I was selfish in that I was upset because we couldn't broadcast the Barbecue Bowl last year, and I took my frustrations out on student-athletes and fans and coaches that didn't deserve it. Now, I just want to say from the very bottom of my heart, I apologize, Raider Nation, for that mean-spirited tweet. Let's put it behind us, move on. Raider pride. Back to action, 5:57 to go here in the first half. Third down, another big third down. Raiders 0-4-1 on third down tonight. Elias Allen looking across. He's going to be not sacked yet. He gets away. He's got room. Looking to run, throws, threw behind the intended receiver. Threw behind the intended receiver.
And again, that's where I say again, Bryce Norton offers you something totally different at quarterback with your read option game, with your scramble game, with your rollout game. Right now, Elias Allen, he's holding on to the ball.
Yeah.
And, I mean, great coverage in the back half of the secondary, which is a testament to that. But you got another quarterback over there.
Yep, no doubt. Let's get you, make sure everybody can hear you there. Fourth down, no doubt it's punting time now. Now, here's what's interesting. Both players have pure athletes punting. Look at it. He just puts his foot and kills it.
That's a huge punt.
That's Cedric Hawkins back there. Room to run. Hawkins at the 45. Great punt coverage by the Rockledge Raiders.
And they're going to get a legal block in the back.
Yeah, that was clear.
Take Curry on the illegal block. That block didn't need to be made at the end just then.
Both number ones punt for the team. Ryan Black for Rockledge and Keontae Curry for Cocoa.
And they're both flipping the field.
Yeah.
You know, with their punting abilities, they both flip the field, which is huge.
You know, L.A. Sessions says he's not been the same since his injury at Vieira. That injury actually occurred right here on this field in week 1 last year against Cocoa. And you want to know who it was? It was Day White that tackled him. And so, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, but to a certain degree. I mean, he's out there, he's playing.
He's made plays this year.
I mean, if he's out there, guess what? Use it.
Taysom Hill for the Saints. That's a great comparison, Caleb.
Right now, Coco's coming back out with both running backs on the field, which I love to see that anytime.
So 5:28 to go here. First half, 10-7. Cocoa on top. So neither team could do anything with the turnover, but Cocoa was effectively moving the football. Rockledge has hit somewhat of a wall with their rushing attack. We'll see what Coach Doherty does with a halftime adjustment. Man in motion to Tay Farmer to give us to O.J. Ross. Love seeing them both in the backfield at the same time.
Yeah, it does, man. And again, good run. Still want to see a little bit more explosion going up north and south there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cam, Mr. Elder. I appreciate that.
I tell you, and thanking all you viewers.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. I've never seen.
That's
unbelievable tonight, man. I hope everybody's enjoying the game as much as Coach Mays and Caleb and I enjoy hosting you. 2nd and 5 now. Arroyo, 2 steps, throws. Nice pass. That's a pick six. You can forget about it. Virgil Marshall.
Stared that all the way down.
Yep.
I tell you, he had Giles running wide open.
Yep. Flag. But that won't matter. And Arroyo, again, didn't read the back there. And Virgil Marshall with a pick six.
And listen, like you said earlier in pregame, 5 picks in the last few games. He stared that all the way down. Virgil Marshall, I mean, you have athlete on athlete. But, I tell you what, the slot receiver, he was running wide open. He never looked at it.
Yep.
Never looked at it.
Locked in on one read and threw that way. And Virgil Marshall, great coverage, sat just off the receiver. Perfect. You know what that is? That's great film study.
That's great film study. Great technique. And I tell you, this is 2 years in a row he's thrown a pick six.
In this game.
Yeah. So wave the flag. I mean, and again, they should have waved the flag earlier. You got to let these guys celebrate tonight. You got to let them enjoy this.
Yeah. Why not? On for the extra point attempt is Trevor Bywater. The left-footed kicker drills this one over to 520, and Bywater converts the extra point, and the pick six has Cocoa trailing by 4, and the Raiders back on top. Arroyo was a key for me tonight.
And you know what's crazy? The defensive back coach, the cornerback coach, you got Tyrone Giscombe, who's a Cocoa alumni, Cocoa coach. He has a lot of rings on his finger, so for him, I know that's gratifying.
Swiped it.
Swipe the card just then. So, that's that again, you can't stare down your receiver. You can't stare him down.
Go ahead. Yep. Caleb's going to update the scoreboard here. A pick six. 2 straight weeks in a row the Tigers have allowed one.
2 straight weeks in a row, man. And, I mean, he jumped it good. And,
Jamal says, put his points up, Caleb. Get them points up. Jamal Caleb says his bad. He's getting them up now.
And right now, coming back out, what are you going to do? The tides turn. And the momentum had flipped. And, that big Mo.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Flipped back right now.
Mo. You call it Mo, too? That's what Coach Smith calls it, Mo.
That big Mo.
And Rockledge right now, on the sidelines right now, they're being told, get out there and punch them in the mouth again, just like you did on that opening drive.
Anthony Turner said that may be the play of the game.
Could be. Could be. 14-10. We've got us a ball game here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium on the campus of Cocoa High School. Caleb Brown, Eddie Mays, and I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. Thank you for joining us here tonight.
And, right now, Cocoa got the ball. They're getting the ball back. 4:42 left in the half. And they also get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
So, right now, I'm going to run the ball. A good run-pass mix right
now.
Because the last drive that they scored on, they ran that ball. You got to run that ball right now.
No doubt. Tonight, following the Barbecue Bowl, don't forget it's the Beef O'Brady's post-game show. Live from, Beef O'Brady's. Ball taken at the 10, 15, cuts it into the 20, 25. He gets outside. One man to beat. He does not beat him. That's number 8. Swipe Marshall. Virgil Marshall again. Couple of big plays there.
Swipe.
Carlos Hightower live from Russia. Wow. I didn't even know they allowed the Facebook in Russia. But I guess it's a free country now over there, right? Or somewhat.
And with Virgil Marshall, too, you have a track athlete, good fast twitch muscles.
Oh, you weren't catching him.
Oh, man, wasn't catching.
4:32 to go here, first half. Coming up at halftime, you're going to see a very special interview I did with a very special young man. I'll tell you about it here after this play. And I like the play call here. O.J. Ross taps him on the helmet, says, I'm going to get outside on you.
And a good run.
Yeah.
Good run. I mean, he used his speed. He got outside. He avoided that tackle. And, you know, Kennard Snyder, that's a big linebacker that he just avoided.
Holy Trinity leads Space Coast 7-6. Bayside leads Heritage 14-0. And Merritt Island all over MCC 18-0. Keep us up to date, if you would, on Satellite and Astronaut, the D2 championship game. Right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 3 now for this Cocoa offense. 4 minutes to go on the dot, first half. 14-10 Raiders on top. Quick pitch out to Ross again. Ross gets, I like the fact that he tried to stick his head in there because there was nothing outside. Marshall was waiting for him. He picks up 2.
Picked up 2 good yards. You know, I still like to see his pad level down a little bit more. He drop his hips, get his pad level down. He picks up that first down.
Well, if he's going to listen to anybody, it's going to be you.
Well, you know, and I told him.
3rd and 1. He'll be up there on that sand hill Monday morning. 3rd and 1 for Cocoa, and yes, why not? First down. There it is. That's what you call sacrificing your body for a yard.
Yes, sir. Kennard Snyder brought the wood just in, but again, move the ball. 3:20 left in the half. You pick up the first down. You know, tough, hard run tonight.
Coach Strickland says you've definitely helped a lot of these youngins. I'll tell you what, the best time I had all summer was coming out and watching you work with Hawk and Jay Sean and all of them. It was just a great time. Arroyo back to throw. He's under pressure. Throws. This time looks for the wide open man. He's got him. I believe that's Jamari A. Robinson. They say no. The ball hit the ground, and that'll bring up 1st and 10. Arroyo looked a little hesitant there.
I'll say, you took the words right out of my mouth. He was gunshot just then because he had the guy, again, number 8, Giles, come open again on him. You can't be gunshot, man. Gunslingers ain't gunshot, that's for sure, man. And you got to get rid of that
short memory.
Short memory tonight.
Astro trail Satellite 7-0. Satellite will be here next week for the Military Bowl. We'll be here for that. 2nd and 10 now for the Cocoa Tigers. Arroyo again throws. He goes right back to it. Lakota Wojciechowski, first down and more. Cuts back inside. He steps out of bounds. But that's good to see because the last 2 turnovers, Coach, committed by DJ, committed by Wojo. There's the connection. They pick up a first down.
And, you know, the Great Ghost, you can't go wrong. You know, he's going to get it back. And, again, Great Ghost sighting right now. And that was a good play, good throw, good catch, good run.
For 2:47, plenty of time on the clock.
Coach Hanson, hey, Chris, I'm telling you, man, watching this game make you miss coaching. Not me, though. I enjoy not watching film.
Get you down to Palm Bay.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. They're going to call a personal foul on the Raiders. That's going to tack on 15 more. Yeah. So that's huge at this point of the game.
Yeah, they hit him while he was out of bounds. Whistle was blown, and, you know, they put a little hit on him at the end. But, again, like we said, we got a Great Ghost sighting. You know, if they keep leaving them open like that, that's blown assignments over there by the cornerback. That's right, Martell. Ville product, the Great Ghost.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at about the 33. Straight up the middle goes O.J. Ross. And Ross, love the way he's running the ball.
Yeah, but I tell you,
you want them pads lower.
I want to pass lower, but also they're giving him that back door.
Yeah.
He has to find that back door in those runs. And
explain that to the novice football fan.
As he walked up in there 2 yards, back door, if he just take a peek to the left, he can slide and, you know, make a hop step to the outside.
See Jay Hawkins do that all the time. Quick out to Mallinger in space. Blocks are there. Mallinger explodes through it. But a great play by that secondary to make sure he gets no more than picking up the 10 yards that he did. But it will be enough for another Cocoa Tiger first down. The ball is now inside of the Englehart Group of Brevard red zone. Wojciechowski, Robinson, Giles, and Mallinger with O.J. Ross in the backfield. We've got whistles, and the Rockledge Raiders elect to take their 2nd time out of the half.
You got to stop the bleeding right now. You know, they're getting cut like, you know.
Cut like a knife.
Cut me.
Right.
You know.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's what it is. I stole that from Caleb last night. Let me tell you what, last night we were here for a JV football game between the Melbourne Bulldogs. And the Cocoa fans are going to get mad at me right here, but that's okay. You'll get over it. Last night, the Melbourne Bulldogs came in here last night. They brought they effectively used the 6-quarter rule that the FHSAA instituted, where their 2 starting varsity quarterbacks that beat up on Palm Bay Monday night played in the game last night against Cocoa. The Tigers jumped out to a 20-6 lead last night on Melbourne's JV team. And Hunter Turner, sophomore Hunter Turner of the Melbourne Bulldogs, put on a show last night. I can't wait to see the young man progress through his junior and senior season.
Man, I tell you, he put some of those passes on the money.
You were here.
I came to watch it, and I got treated to some real good football. And
yeah,
I tell you, Melbourne showed a lot too, also.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10, ball inside the Engelhart Group of Brevard red zone. Arroyo from the shotgun, Ross to his left. 4 wide receivers split equally to both sides. Arroyo wants the ball, he gets it. Pump fake throws, caught, across the middle. 1st and goal for the Go-Go Tigers. Donovan Giles again.
And you know, Giles has been there the last 3 attempts. You know, you just got to give him the ball. He's a big receiver. He's a good receiver. Give him the ball in space. And right here, this is huge.
This is what makes DJ Ross one of the best quarterbacks in the county. Now we see the short memory. He's firing it again.
Yeah, you fire that thing in there, man. And right here, they got to come out of here with a touchdown.
It's going to be, I'll tell you what, they had Malinger, but Ross gets outside. Ross into the end zone.
Touchdown. 4. Yep. Juice man, baby.
O.J. Ross with a 4-yard touchdown running the Tigers with $1:23 to play in the half, lead at 16-14.
And I tell you, man, he ran that play. He wanted it just then. That was all want right there. It was nothing but want on that play, and they had to go see about him just then.
That was a similar play to what your guy Jay Hawk did a couple weeks ago when he dove for that pylon in that game you were at.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, the big plays, man. Big-time players make big-time plays in big games, man. And, you know, he got to the birthday just then, as you call it, man.
Yeah, I love that expression.
Got to celebrate.
Nick King on for the extra point. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and it is right down 5:20. And with 1:23 to go, the Tigers are now back out on top, 17-14.
I tell you, that was a good drive, good game, good run.
But coming up at halftime, you're going to see a 14-minute interview I did with Traven Green, the JV starting quarterback who's now on the varsity, the future quarterback for the Rockledge Raiders. I spent some time with him about a week ago over at Riera Regional Park. You're even going to see a touchdown pass he throws me. I actually take Traven through I get him to explain some situational offense to me. That's coming up at halftime. Great bounce back drive for DJ Arroyo and Lakota Wojciechowski.
You got to have it, man, and you got to have a short memory in this series. Things are going to happen. Plays are going to be made. You got to have a short memory.
Coach Mays coaching from the top of the press box. I love it, man. I absolutely. Where else can you go and be standing next to your broadcast partner and he's coaching from the press box?
Man, look at here. That stuff sent chills up my spine, man, watching these boys make big plays like this.
Jamal Cuddington says Rockledge better tighten up. There's the kick. Now that one, Nick King got all kind of foot into, and we got whistles.
It's been fun for me personally watching OJ develop, because I got to watch him when he was on Alex Boyce's 10U football team for Rockledge Little League. Him, Day-Day White.
Day-Day White was a running back.
Yes. It was Thunder and Lightning as they
Yeah, Thunder and Lightning. O.J. Ross, Day-Day White. You said for Alex Goins' team. Yeah, Caleb did the film for that team. That's right. Marlon Lewis was the D coordinator. Yeah.
Yeah, that team was stacked. You had Malik Lewis. You had
Malik Lewis, Swipe
on the team. Ryan Black.
Yep.
Man, it was a slew of these kids on both of these teams.
Winning titles.
123
to go.
Man, shout out to Alex Goins, man. You know,
love Alex.
Give him his flowers while he's here, man. Big.
He's supposed to come up here and jump on the broadcast. I told him, but he done forgot. King boots it out of the end zone.
Ooh, Merritt Island.
Monique Turner says, oh, yeah, absolutely. That was a great football game. And, man, I tell you, I'm excited to watch Hunter play. I am.
So, also, you saw on that touchdown, out the back door.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Got to find it. Once you get up in there, now find it. And once you find it, get to the birthday.
Yep. Merritt Island 25-0 over MCC, trying to make a statement. Bayside leads Heritage 14-0. Here we go, 1st and 10. Elias Allen still at quarterback. 3 wide receivers to the right. The give is to Avery Smith. Smith cuts back in. Smith is down the sideline. Smith cuts it back. He is down, tries to cut it back, but forced out of bounds. Great run by Smith. Haven't seen that since the first quarter.
That was a huge run. And, again, he ran that with want to. He ran that ball with, like, hey, I need the ball right now.
And he slid that out.
Trying to tell you, man, look, big plays. I tell you, for the Cocoa defense, you cannot give up no points right here going into the halftime.
Ryan Black, the wide receiver, split wide to the right. Raheem Sanders in the slot. Keep your eye on him. Coco man-to-man. Elias Allen throws across the middle. It is to Ryan Black. The ball's out, and Coco has it.
Coco got the ball.
Did he catch the ball? He
caught
did.
The ball. He took 3 steps.
The second turnover of the half by the Rockledge Raiders.
And again, Malik Lewis on the play.
Yep. And with 1:01 to play here in the first half, the Tigers are in business.
I tell you, Malik Lewis right now tonight, he's making big play after big play after big play right now. You got to give that kid his props right now. He's worked hard, and it's showing off right now.
3 big plays by this Cocoa Tiger defense, 2 forced turnovers, and a 4th down stop. And right now, points off turnovers, Coach.
Points off turnovers. If I'm Cocoa, I'm going for the gusto right now. Knockout punch.
Take a shot down the sidelines of Davis here.
Knockout punch right now.
Arroyo, Farmer, swing pass out to Farmer. Farmer gets out of bounds, picks up maybe 3. Not a fan of that play. 54 seconds to go here in the half. I get it. I'm just not.
It's almost a big elongated toss sweep in my eye.
Yeah. Toby Hart says, #1 defense in the country. He's going to keep saying it. Certainly the defensive backs, and with a healthy Day White, you won't get an argument from me. Boy, how about that impressive effort by Booker T last night? Did you see that?
No, I didn't watch it.
Team out of Oklahoma put 70 on them.
Woo.
Arroyo throws. Ballinger. And they say no.
Pass incomplete to number 7, Davis Ballinger.
Incomplete pass will stop the clock. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. I don't, here, I almost feel like here you just go get the first down. Call the play that picks up the down.
Yeah.
You don't need anything big here. You got 45 seconds and 3 timeouts left. Pick up the first down. The clock will stop the move to change. Then take your timeout.
Yep.
Set up the next 2 plays. Arroyo steps up in the pocket. He throws. Go!
Oh, man.
Jamari A. Robinson had it. He had it.
No, that's Giles.
Jonathan Giles, okay.
Woo, man, he got to make that play.
And definitely a punting situation. And now you will get to see what I'm talking about if you've never seen Tay Curry punt.
Wow. That would have been a huge pickup right there.
It's a nice pass by Roy. That's a difficult catch. So I don't want to make it seem like that was a drop. That's a Willie Mays football catch over your head. That's a hard catch.
Yeah, it really is a hard catch. But, boy, I tell you, in this game, you got to make it.
Here's Curry. He's just going to kill this, and he does. That ball's going to take a Cocoa bounce. Hustle play. Oh, my goodness gracious. That ball is down on the 1-inch line. What a play by the Cocoa special team. If you're Rockledge right here, you just take a knee and get out of here.
Well, no, you got to run that ball at least once or twice.
That's right. You can't take a knee because you're on the 1 inch. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you got to run it once. Well, I don't think getting the ball back. I just think you need to be careful here. You're not, I mean, there's not enough time to get the ball back.
But I tell you, but also we're being careful. They can't arm tackle right here because if you give up a 98-yard touchdown before the half.
I'm a Ravens fan, right? Let me just put this out there to you. Against the Raiders in the AFC Championship in 2000. Shannon Sharp. Saw it all day long. And Sharp can't outrun anybody, but because of that play, wide open.
Wide open.
Be careful. Be careful. And keep your eye on Raheem Sanders right now. I don't know. Locked up on him is Zaquan Reeves. Straight up the middle is Avery Smith. And I like that call. Avery pushes out to about the 6. It'll give him a little bit of room, but I don't think we're going to get another play. And with 13 seconds to go, I'd take a timeout if let it go to the half. Let it go to the half. And that indeed is going to take us to the end of the first half. Coming up, my one-on-one with Trevin Green. Coming up, the future. Quite an athlete right here. Your halftime score. The Cocoa Tigers 17, the Rockledge Raiders 14. We'll be back. Tigers, I can't see.
You got Tay Farmer back deep. And looks like number 3 on the opposite side.
And we're underway. And this will be picked up, hopefully. Farmer gets it out to about the 29, and that's where he'll be greeted by a whole host of Columbia blue jerseys in the Rockledge Raiders. 17-14 is DJ Arroyo, Davis Mallinger, Donovan Giles, O.J. Ross, Jamari A. Robinson, and Lakota Wojciechowski take the field for the start of the second half.
Got old Willie Gaines checking in. He played a nice game today if everybody didn't catch it with Dodge City and Indy. Some good football scrimmage today, and he did play good today.
Did he, Willie?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Gaines.
Willie Gaines.
Comeback will be real.
1st and 10 to give is to Ross to start the second half. Ross follows his blockers.
He should have stayed that thing outside, boy. I tell you, that cornerback committed and came in tight. He hop-stepped that to the outside. He's to the end zone. He's hitting his head on the goalpost.
It is. Only a running back coach would see that right there because he picked up 7. 2nd and 3. And here he is again trying to get outside. This time the Raiders defense swarms and makes the stop. And that's a flag thrown late in there. As I tell you what, that was a great tackle by Phineas Allen. And what's the flag here? That's too late to be a hold. And not in the right area, but let's see. It is indeed a hold. What do I know?
Yeah, I thought I seen, like Caleb said, number 6 on that. You know, he held on for dear life on that one. I'm shocked the back judge didn't see it.
20-0 Satellite over Astronaut. I got to be honest, does not surprise me.
It doesn't. I went with Astronaut. I tried to ride the wave on that one, but I tell you, it's going to be good to see Satellite come in here next week and play against Coco.
Yeah. You look, as Adrian Torres is a great running back, but they've only thrown 23 passes all year. You got to be a little more than one-dimensional this time of the year. Ross throws great play. Donovan Giles, or that's Jamari A. Robinson. That's a great timing play there, Coach.
And I tell you right now, again, Coco's offense been getting whatever they really wanted since the second quarter on. And by running the ball, it has softened up that coverage and opened up these passing lanes. You can hitch them to death down the field. It's going to be a quick second half.
Florida MC Jenkins, yes, in Oviedo. We'll be in Oviedo. I may have got the games wrong. I don't have it in front of me. But, yes, we will be in Oviedo tomorrow morning. And Gil Lavin says 14-0 here at O'Galley, fixing to start the second half. Good to see you today. I didn't know I saw Gil today. 14-0 who? I guess Vieira, because he does film for Vieira. Is Vieira beating O'Galley 14-0? Wow, that'd be a shock. 2nd and 8. Mallinger in space, and the Raiders close quick. Mallinger, though, he's got moves. And he gets
I tell you, Mallinger's out there laying the wood.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, running the ball, he's letting his presence be known that he is a physical wide receiver.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Great play there, though, by that Rockledge defense not to let him. Phineas Allen again, as well as Ryan Black, the junior. So this is a critical 3rd down here on the opening drive of the second half. Coco, I believe 3 out of 5 tonight on 3rd down. Ross in the backfield, 3 to the left. The lone wide receiver to the right is Robinson. The give is to Ross. And another great play by Phineas Allen to bring up 4th down.
Wide receiver got to help him out on that one.
Yep.
You got
to turn and block.
Yeah, you got to turn and block and drive. So that's a good stop by Rockledge defense just in there. You know, they needed that stop. That was huge starting out this second half. You got to secure this ball here.
4th and 1 here. This is interesting. Ball on the 49-yard line. Tay Curry on the punt. Quick snap. Curry booms it. There's not going to be any return on that one. Angles it and just rolls into the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockledge Raiders at the 20.
So Galley's beating Vieira 14.
14-0, right.
Wow.
That's a little more what I thought was going to happen there.
And I tell you, the Galley's team, that's a team to watch out for. It's a team to be, the way they played last week after coming off being on 2-week quarantine.
Yep.
That was a big-time game, and you could not tell that they've been on quarantine for 2 weeks.
Nope. Had they had those 2 weeks, we may have been looking at a different outcome.
Yes, a strong possibility.
I would love to see O'Galley play Rockledge.
Well, they may get that wish in the playoff time.
Yeah. Bayside 21-0 over Heritage. Thank you to Donnie Reaver Jr., who is such an integral part of what we do here at BSN. 1st and 10, ball at the 20. Elias Allen remains the quarterback.
Got to get Sanders the ball here in the second half.
That is
and on cue,
Raheem Sanders at the 50, the 40, Sanders at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, one play, 80 yards, touchdown, Rocket Sanders.
And as we just said, on cue, you got to get him the ball. You got to get him the ball. That kid there is a X factor. He is a grown man. And you got to get him the ball, Coach. I mean, at the end of the day, I said he can't have no less than 15 touches.
He disappeared in the second quarter, and right there automatically reappears, and 80 yards later, it's 20-17 pending the extra point.
And how they say it, boom.
Wow. Holy smokes.
One play.
One play. That's a short drive. Yeah. And Bywater with the extra point, and it's 21-17.
That's right.
9-13 to play in the third quarter.
He's a grown man, and no one seemed like they wanted to tackle him just then.
Wow. Oh, I mean, unbelievable.
You know, and with Sanders and Ross, you know, I pitted them together a few times and made sure they worked out together.
Right.
Just for these reasons
I saw
right
it.
Here. That, I mean, great competition, man. Go back and forth with each other.
Right.
What you do, I can do. What you do, I can do. Okay, well, now it's time for Coco's offense.
Juice Man.
Juice Man. One thing I haven't seen today that I've seen all year from Rockledge's defensive line, I have not seen any pressure from the defensive line all night long.
Right. Yeah, they got a lot of time back there.
They got a lot of time.
So that's a way to start the half. I mean, you can't start it any better than that.
No, I mean, it's wide open. You got to go get it. I mean, tonight, who's going to make that big play? And right now, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
I said whatever player would have the better game tonight between the two teams, my key players were Sanders and Arroyo. Whatever player had the better game, that team would win the game. And right now, Sanders definitely has the edge on Arroyo, and the Raiders, as a result, are up 21-17. I said he had to have at least 180 all-purpose yards tonight. There were 80 of them right there.
80. Easy 80.
That's a little poocher. Going to be fielded at the 23. And, oh, look at this. Out to the 40.
And on the tackle, Raheem
Sanders. Jaquiz Hicks on the return.
DJ Grimes with the punt recovery. With the kickoff.
9:01 to play. Let's see how the Cocoa Tigers respond to an 80-yard touchdown run here.
Well, you know they got a short field right now. You know you're getting the ball at the 41-yard
You got to
line.
put the ball in number 7's hand too on the on Cocoa too, in space too.
Yes, 7 and 5 right now.
Yep. Here is 5 and 5. Oh, 5 with an ankle tackle away from taking that to the house.
I'm telling you, what you do, I can do better.
Right.
And right now, that's what it's all about, man. We're matching wills. We're matching wits right now. Who wants it more?
8:44 to go, third quarter. Rockledge on top, 21-17. And we've got a player down on the field. So 2nd and 4 for Cocoa.
Cramping up right here.
Yeah, that is definitely a cramp. And that's going to happen a lot coming up here in the second half, no doubt about it. It was beautiful fall weather all weekend, and today all of a sudden it just felt like that, became more humid again. They must have known we were coming up on the roof.
Yeah, man, I tell you what. But you know what? The good thing up here I haven't felt all night is those dragonflies, a.k.a. mosquitoes.
Right.
That's normally here at this Cocoa
No, we
Stadium.
only get those down there.
Yeah, I tell you, man. So
And-
being up top is good.
You know, I was a little upset at the start of the year when I was told, well, you know, look, you're just it's just you and Caleb and, you know, the other outlets covering 15, 20 game, whatever. And I just said, well, all right, you know what? It has been a blessing in disguise to be up on the roofs of press. I mean, we have just had an absolute unbelievable time. I don't know that I'll ever go back in a press box.
Yeah, I mean, you got freedom out here. You
I mean,
can
look.
breathe.
Jontavious Thomas is reinforced on zone 4.
What?
You're not going to find better views than on top.
No, there's no better view than this.
I ain't got a battle fans. I'll take it.
No.
Yeah, Ryan, he will be playing wide receiver at Arkansas.
Yep. 2nd and 4. What a great get for Arkansas, too.
Yeah, man. But
I was shocked.
And if any coach is a real coach, he'll be playing all over. He'll
Yeah.
be playing wide receiver.
There's that stacked on top of each other, equal sides. There's a bubble screen out to Jamari A. Robinson with room, and that's a helmet hit. Good no call by the official, but it is more than enough to pick up a Cocoa Tiger first down. It'll be 1st and 10 ball now at the Rockledge Raider 47. Check that. It was Donovan Giles with the catch. Be sure to join us coming up at about 10:30, between 10:30 and 11 o'clock tonight for the Beef O'Brady's post-game show. Live from, well, Beef O'Brady's. Where else would I be? Arroyo, Ross. Is that Ross? Yep, Ross up the middle. They're trying to take it from him. Ross picks up 4.
High and tight tonight.
Number 99 on the stop, Jaquavion Jackson. 7:45 to go here, third quarter. An 80-yard Raheem Rocket Sanders run to start the half has the Raiders on top. Arroyo throws across the middle. Lakota Wojciechowski caught, first down.
First down, and I mean, you know, again, I like the way he made a quick decision. He got that ball out. He got it to him. And, you know, he held on to that ball. First down, move the ball, move the chains. Great ghost type stuff.
The one area of concern I have if I'm a Rockledge Raider fan is conditioning heading into this third and fourth quarter. I'm curious. And there's a pop pass to Wojo again. Wojo turned. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. There you go. Great ghost.
He's on a roll now.
He on the road, man. And you got to get him going. You know, I showed a little bit of Homer stuff right there, you know, giving him that. But I tell you what, I love watching that kid play, man. Very underrated kid, man.
I love hearing you go, woo. First and 10 ball just outside the Englehart Group red zone. O.J. Ross up the middle. Ross picks up 9.5 yards, and they are definitely inside of the Englehart Group of Brevard red zone And right back to the line of scrimmage as the Raiders try to sub in and out. Ross, second and about a foot. Why not give it right back to OJ? And that's just what
Pretty
they do,
much.
straight up.
He had that,
And he's still on his feet, down to the 1.
There we go. Look at here, man. Got to run that ball. Match your wits.
What an answer to the Raheem Sanders run on this drive. And the Tigers, they have right now, they have the Raiders defensive front back on their heels.
Yes, they are, man. They're moving that ball, too. And, again, what you do, I can do it better.
1st and 10, 1st and goal. Ross, touchdown. Did he get in? We'll wait for the signal. I think he did. He did not. Did he? Did he? Did he? Nope. Second down.
Short. On that one there, you know, you may want to leave your feet on that one and get on over top. Sell out for that one. But, again, they're answering back with a nice short drive.
They're going to give it to him again. The give is to Ross. Ross, he's in this time for a no. Yes.
Coco touchdown.
There you go. And the Coco Tigers have answered with a touchdown drive of their own. And with 5:28 to go, the Tigers take a 2-point, 23-21 lead.
Yeah, Rob Mitchell, that backdoor cut, he got to see it because it's there. You know, at the end of the day, man, great touchdown, great answer back by Coco's offense, man. You had a lot of juice, man, and you had a lot of great ghosts.
Eric Pierce, I agree. That Rockledge defense is tired. I see it. Snap to hold the kick, and whoa, Nick King drills one, and it's 24-21, 5:28 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. We'll be back after these words.
Hey everybody, Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard's Sports Network. For the best in local Space Coast sports coverage, log on to Facebook and follow us at Brevard's Sports Network. If you're looking for top-notch youth, high school, and college coverage, once again, Brevard's Sports Network on Facebook. You'll see interviews, broadcasts, game previews, game recaps. You'll see it all. Once again, Brevard's Sports Network on Facebook.
All right, welcome back to Richard Dick Blake Stadium with the Coco Tigers with an 8-play drive to answer Raheem Sanders, and it's 24-21. We've got us a game, Coach.
We got us a big-time ball game, man. And, again, this is one of those Hearns and you know, Tommy Hearns fights, or you got Sugar Ray.
I love the analogy.
Oh, man, you know, we swinging all night long.
My favorite boxer of all time, Sugar Ray Leonard. He's from Potomac, Maryland. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I actually saw Sugar Ray Leonard give his retirement speech at the Civic Center in Baltimore when I was a kid.
Yes, sir, man.
5:28. Nick King boots one straight up. I don't understand these kicks. Ball, take a bounce, fielded at the 15, out to the 20, 25. And Raheem Sanders is at the 30,
and
40, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Raheem Sanders.
The Rocket.
The Rocket has done it again.
And they kicked him the ball. That is a grown amen right there, I'm telling you.
Rocket Sanders with a, 85-yard touchdown return. Wow.
Well, Jamal, we ain't got to tell him nothing. I think he heard you loud and clear before they kicked that ball.
Holy smokes. Raheem Sanders has touched the ball twice in the second half. 2 touchdowns, 165 all-purpose yards.
That's, I think, what, about 7 touches now? 9 touches.
9 touches.
What did I say, 15?
15.
Can't have no less than 15 touches.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Mama, there goes that man.
Who said that?
Mama, there goes that man.
Coco is stunned. Stunned. It is a stunned silence right now here.
Yeah, it is.
Another cramp.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the ball bounce, to me, it reminded me of the Super Bowl when the Broncos played against Seattle with Percy Harvin. That allowed him time to find his lane. And boy,
I said, I don't understand the kick. Look, if you can kick that ball out of the end zone, which I mean, I get it. Maybe you can't kick it out of the end zone, but you got to put more leg into it than that. That's the first touchdown return of the season against the Cocoa Tigers, and Rob McKenna will not be happy about that.
Yeah, Mr. Hawkins, I tell you what, all bodies, everybody, and then the bodies behind the bodies did not want to touch number 7 just then. They didn't want to hit him at all. And I tell you, I probably wouldn't want to hit him neither.
Oh, my goodness. Well, here's the other option. Kick it out of bounds. Don't even kick it to him.
No, I'm going to kick that thing through the end zone. I mean,
Yeah.
They did a good job the whole first half keeping it away from him.
Yeah.
So what made them kick it to him, whoever, hey, whew, my special team coordinator, we may have a little quick talk about this one right about now.
Yep, no doubt. Snap, hold, nearly blocked, but it's not. And another extra point. That's no good. That could be huge.
That's very huge.
So the lead is back to 3. 27-24, and that 1 point right there is tremendous. You all right, Caleb? Put the SCS commercial on. No? Okay. All right.
Corey Johnson, or don't kick it to the Rocket. Well, I mean, I thought that's what it was all about today, but I guess they had another plan, or the kicker had another plan. Either way, he won't do that again.
I want to take a moment to tell you about a great event coming up on Sunday. That is the SCS basketball, the new facility opening up on Sunday from 1 to 5 p.m. The new facility, Space Coast Stars owner Corey Williams, Danny Espling, going down. It's right off of O'Galley Boulevard where Shiloh Church is. In the back, they have built a brand new basketball training facility there. From 1 to 5, they've got a grand opening coming up on Sunday. We're going to be telling you about it more throughout the second half here. Food trucks, prizes, and, of course, Terrence Shannon Sr. and Jeremy Bird will be down there teaching some basketball. SCS, the new training facility. Come on down and check it out Sunday from 1 to 5. I had you at food trucks. I'd like to thank J and S Janitorial Services. Get the SCS logo up on the bottom. And here is the kick return back. Guess who's in there making that tackle? Pushing around. A little bit of Raheem Sanders again.
I tell you what, man. That kid wants it right now. And again, right now, if I'm Coco, I'm coming back with the same form.
Find him? Okay.
I'm going to run the ball. I'm a quick pass. I'm going to run the ball, quick pass, run the ball, run the ball.
All right, so here's the one caveat to what Sanders is doing. That defense has got to come right back out on that field.
And that's what I was saying last time, and another quick strike. So that's technically 2 times Rockledge had the ball. This
is Tay Farmer. Tay Farmer finds an edge, cuts it back inside, puts his head down, picks up 7.
And which is huge for the defense. I mean, twice he's touched the ball in 2 touchdowns. But your defense they're cramping up again. You got more of them getting up slow.
4:30 to play here, so we should, unless that was just it. Was that the water break? That was. I'm not sure. I think, we'll see. Farmer one more time. Quick start, kicks the legs into gear, turns, and Farmer is gone at the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Tay Farmer.
Touchdown!
With a 55-yard touchdown.
Hey, no arm tackling out here. You better bring your big boy draws tonight.
Play for play.
Play for play. Big-time plays this evening, man. In the second half, big plays is what's going to win this game right now, it seems like.
30-27, pending the extra point. And here's where that missed extra point comes into play, because if King can make it, the point lead swings 4 points Coco's way.
Yeah, it does, and it's huge.
Back and forth we go here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium. Snap to hold the kick, and I think he got it. He does.
Good.
And with 4:02 to play here in the third quarter, Tay Farmer with a 55-yard touchdown run, and it's 31-27 Tigers.
And LA, and you saying exactly what we're saying. That defense is tired for Rockledge. As you see them walking off the field right now, they're bent over, they're tired, they're arm tackling, and when you're tired, you mentally check out. And so these touchdowns that Sanders are scoring is kind of turning around and biting them in the butt right now.
Anthony Turner says, what happened to both our defenses? A little worn out at the moment.
Yeah, they're worn out right now. Rockledge is definitely tired. And you got to think, Coco's defense has only been on the field one play this whole second half.
Right.
So far.
Right. Well, we already got 6 minutes gone. My goodness gracious, I can't wait to see. This is the most anticipated kickoff for me that I've seen all season. I can't wait to see what happens on this.
You know, right now, onside kick wouldn't be something bad right now. Definitely don't kick it at number 7.
No. This is tremendous football game. I thought it would be a classic. First one to 40 wins. Might be 50.
I can agree with that one now.
4:02. Nick King just killed this one. Uh-oh. Oh, he kicks it to Bryce Norton for sure this time. Norton at the 20, 25, and Norton stuck. He'll be dropped at the 28. And finally, for the first time since Raheem Sanders took a handoff, we get to see Elias Allen in the offense return.
Yeah, and we can see, again, that was a great adjustment, making sure it's number 7 get the ball, but now we're going to see if his game plan adjustment is on key for them to score.
If your defensive coordinator, Rich Brzezinski, you're talking to Dory saying, hey, can you get us a small drive going?
Right. We need Coach Rich Brzezinski, the defensive coordinator. Can you please get us a drive going here? Give us a little breather. But you take a guy like Ryan Black who plays both ways. The give is to Avery Smith, whose name we haven't called in a while.
And here we
Smith
go.
is gone. He's at the 40. Stutter steps his way to the 30. Brought down at the 25.
I tell you what, man, a number of big plays. There's a lot of arm tackling going on out here. But these running backs, they're coming to show the second half.
What a play by Avery Smith. Terrence Shannon Sr. watching. Make sure you get on down there on Sunday like we were saying and check it out. The give is to
There he is.
Raheem Sanders again.
I tell you, he's looking for some space right now.
There's something you haven't seen a whole lot of tonight. He was
He
tackled.
was tackled right there, huh?
Number 7, Raheem Sanders, the ball carrier.
I tell you, you can't let them run like that, but everybody's right now in this second half is getting what they want.
2nd and 3, Day White coming off the field. He is gassed. He's not limping like he was in the first quarter. 2nd and 2. Sanders, the give is to Smith to the right side.
There you
Smith
go. Whoa,
tripped
he got
up,
tripped up.
but he's got a first down.
I tell you, because he was about to score. He was going to hit his
Yeah.
head on the goalpost just then. But all he's doing right now, he's just running counter one way, counter the other way. Or not counter, I'm sorry, but he's running power and power.
Day White stayed out for one play. Spent more time running off the field than on it. That's funny. 1st and 10, ball inside the SCS basketball red zone. The give is to Avery Smith again to that side. Smith powers his way down to about the 4-yard line.
And that's a big first down pickup right there. And right now, again, you know, Coach Doherty, he's running power. When in doubt, run power.
Says the running back coach.
When in doubt, runs power.
2:23 to go. Don't ask the quarterback because I'm going to take the quick, I'm going to throw a bubble screen here.
I tell you. But, you know, the crazy thing is there's a lot of arm tackling going on out there. You're right.
Is it the speed or is it technique? I think it's the speed.
I say it's speed and technique
Yeah.
right now. And then also a little bit of, well, for me, Coco defense shouldn't be as tired. This is their first true drive
Right.
of the second half.
2nd and 3. Smith one more time. Why not? Into
And
the end zone for a Rockledge touchdown.
Avery Smith.
And I tell you what, there's a flag down. This could be a hold.
No, that'll be on Avery Smith probably there. Unless they're calling the hold beforehand. Yeah, well, they've been waving at the sideline on the after the touchdown.
Let them have it. You know what? Don't throw that flag.
Some would say keep it classy. I say keep on celebrating.
Keep on celebrating. Touchdown. It'd be unsportsmanlike conduct.
You don't want me celebrating and stop.
Then stop me.
That's it, right? What they say when you're scoring 70 points. Well, coach, score 70 points. Well, it ain't my job to take the foot off the gas. Your job is stop me. Coach, that's my third string in there.
Yeah. So they get inside the SCS red zone, and they didn't waste no time scoring.
No, they didn't. They drove that ball right down the field like they did the first drive of the game.
Now, I'll tell you what, this is another big extra point here. Snap, hold, kick is up, and this time it is good. And I'll tell you what, with a $1:44 to play here in Kewanna, number 3, the Rockledge Raiders have come back out to take the lead, 34-31. Caleb is over there freaking out, having to change that scoreboard.
And I tell you, Coach Wimp may have been 100% right. First team to 40 may win this game.
Yes, sir.
And right now, Rockledge defense got somewhat of a break just then. Right now, though, they got to come out and want to tackle. Somebody has to want to tackle.
Yep. Yeah, do that. We'll be right back. Just put up the playoff schedule.
Wow, we got a score here. That school on 101 something lane in Melbourne, Florida has a 19-0 lead right now.
Palm Bay up 19-0 over America.
Well,
that's good news for Palm Bay. They're going to get their first win of the year. The bad news for Palm Bay.
Ain't nothing never good for me about that right
Well, you know what? If they win, their second-round playoff matchup is the number 2 ranked team in the state at American Heritage Plantation. Or American Heritage.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. No comment.
We're set for the second. Just use the playoff scoreboard the rest of the way.
Eric Pierce said the first team to 50. I don't know. I think it may be 40. Someone got to make a stop.
34-31. Here's the kick. Now, how does he not put this out of the end zone? And right, room to run. And look at this, Jaquez Hicks. Hicks at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Is that Jaquez Hicks?
No, that's not Hicks.
That's DJ Grimes.
Mr.
DJ Grimes with a 97-yard touchdown run.
Big play after big play after big play, and another flag on Coco.
Holy smokes. 97-yard kickoff return.
This is a daggone track meet if I ain't never seen one. So we may be right, first team to 50.
Wow. DJ Grimes, field. Why are you not kicking that ball out of the end zone?
You know, and both special team coaches right now, I tell you, I'm a lot of disappointed in both of them. Because your best equalizer for all these big plays, like you say, put the ball out the end zone.
Right. I'm looking at some of these comments flying up here, and I can't keep up with the comments like I can't keep up with the scoring. Here comes the extra point to snap the hold. I don't know how King got it off. He does. It's good. That is the 34th point of the quarter.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Grimes, you know, he's been waiting all year to make these plays, and he finally got an opportunity to make a play tonight in this big-time rivalry game, I tell you. If you're not watching, if you're not here, if you're not tuned in, man, that's a problem right now. I don't know where you at right now. But we in the Coco Sky Dome. We're going to name it the Sky Dome tonight because all the fireworks is going off here.
Unbelievable. Absolutely. This is the most exciting quarter I've ever covered in high school football. 38, 34, 121 to go. And you know what? I'd say that we're done with scoring in the quarter, but you still got Raheem Sanders on the field.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you got the X factor back there, man, this is crazy.
34 fourth quarter points combined by both these teams. 3 touchdowns for the Raiders, 2 for Coco.
Somebody defense or / special team, well, kickoff team has to step up.
Right.
They got to bite somebody, do something. I mean, trip him up, something.
Yeah.
Give him a kiss, something, but somebody got to make a tackle.
Yeah, first team to 50. Chris Parsons says craziest quarter I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, man. Brevard County, Mr. Hawkins, you are right. Brevard County is on fire. It's a hotbed for football, and it's going to continue to be a hotbed for football. And here we go.
Here's the kick. Oh, yeah, I don't blame them there. But look at this. Who knows what happens here? Nice tackle. Finally, somebody makes a play on a tackle. On the return there was Jalen Housey. And with 1:11 to play, the Rockledge offense takes the field. Jamal says, I'm about to talk to kickoff coach right now. Right now. Get in his ear. Woof.
Yeah, that's right, man. You know, you either got blowouts or you got low-scoring, close games, and this here's a shootout.
This game reminds me of the Vieira Coco game a couple of years ago, 49-41 game.
Double overtime.
Yeah. Bryce Norton had
Oh, no. Okay, not that game.
Bryce Norton had all 7 touchdowns in the game, 5 passing, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Smith in motion to give us to Sanders. Raheem Sanders, nice tackle in the backfield. That's what you got to do. Brought down on the play by Antonio A.J. Williams.
A.J. Williams, man. And A.J. saying he had enough of it right now.
Finally calling A.J. Williams. He's been quiet tonight. 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. Second and 11 to give us to Avery Smith. Smith leans up inside. He's breaking tackles, carrying defenders. He'll pick up 5.
Avery Smith's running like a beast tonight right now. He's got to be well over 100 yards right now tonight.
Everybody's got well over 100 yards.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that. We're going to have 100 yards.
Yeah, that's right. Me and you got 100 yards.
100 yards of running.
Right? You get 100 yards. You get 100 yards. All right, 3rd and 5. The first third down we've seen for a while.
And it look like we're going to take it into
They're going
the
to get it
fourth
off. They are not going to get off this third down. All right, we get set to head to the fourth quarter. Anybody's ball game at this point. I mean, what can you say but wow? At the end of 3, the Cocoa Tigers 38. The Rockledge Raiders, 34. Just all right, back here at Richard Dick Blake Stadium. Caleb Brown, Coach Eddie Mays, Alan Slaughter-Zinski, the final 12 of the regular season on the clock for these two teams. And who knows, 34 third quarter points. Now, we probably won't see a point in this quarter. Nah, I doubt that. 3rd and 5, critical third down here. Bryce Norton in at quarterback. Norton will keep himself, runs into trouble, and Norton is swallowed whole Day White breaks it up. White playing on really one leg. White breaks it up. He gets in there initially.
But you know the crazy part? To me, if I'm a defender and I'm a coach, Bryce Norton hasn't been in all night, so that was an easy find. You brought him in, and that was an easy play call to find. So, you know, you got to do that early in the game. You got to give him more early in the game. To bring him in the fourth quarter now, to me, that's just out of rhythm.
Right. You've disrupted the flow of putting up 21 third-quarter points.
You're getting 5 yards to carry. I would have went ahead and went back to the same recipe with Sanders and Avery Smith.
4th and 15 now. Obvious punting situation. Ryan Black leans into one. Cedric Hawkins will field it at the 20. Talking about somebody capable of returning it. Hawkins is going to be dragged down, though. He gets out. He's knocked out of bounds at the 35. So finally, some calm as the Cocoa Tigers' DJ Arroyo will take over.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but, you know, again, they got to put him in the flow of the game. Right now, putting him in at quarterback, it's not within the flow of the game. To me, that was a horrible offensive coordinator call there.
That's Coach Mays telling it like it is. Just everybody remember, that was Coach Mays.
Yeah, I said it. I stand on it. You know, the flow of the game. I mean, your running back is getting 5 yards. Why bring him in?
You stood on the sidelines. Yeah, I can't say that.
Man, there he is.
There's O.J. Ross up the middle. And you know what? It looks like these defenses, and they should be rested, they haven't been on the field long here in the third quarter.
Yep.
Winford Strickland Jr. says to thank Coach. Absolutely. I do agree. We got another cramping issue down. 10:39. I don't know how I'm going to do the postgame show. I can barely talk now.
Yeah, Coach Strickland, I'm all the way with you on that one, man. That was
I
a
agree.
horrible play call for third down coming out of a quarter change. You know, I'm going to go with what's been getting me these touchdowns in the second half to where it makes it at least, if you don't pick up the first down, a short, reasonable fourth down.
Right.
Which you're going to go for anyway.
Right, because they haven't stopped anything.
No.
10:35 to go. 2nd and 7 for Arroyo and company. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Giles, Wojciechowski, Robinson, and Mallinger. Arroyo wants the ball. Little bubble screen to Mallinger. Mallinger gets down the sidelines, and he picks up. He's going to be short of a first down as he is greeted by Ryan Black.
I think he picked up the first down on that.
He got it. Yes, he did. 10-17. Out of bounds. Stops the clock. Chains will move.
Yeah, man, it may be bad if Coco can get 7 points here. Rockledge offense is not built in my eyes for that quick strike like that unless it's really Sanders.
Turns, gives to Ross. Was that Farmer? That's Farmer. Farmer with a big touchdown run in this one. That's Ross. I'm sorry, Ross. Jackson on the stop. 10 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Coco on top, 38-34. Anybody's ball game. 72 points combined in this one.
Huge.
O'Galley leads Vieira 21-7. Ross again. He's got daylight. Can he get outside? Nice block by Mallinger. Good cutback.
Good cutback. You know he's one trip up away from breaking that thing.
Nice block by Mallinger, too.
And again, right now, you know, speed the game up is to slow it down, run the ball.
Third down and a foot. 9:20 to go. And right now, I'm not putting the ball in the air. I'm just letting my backs take care of this.
Yeah, you're 100% right on that. I'm giving that thing to Ross.
First down.
Move the chains, run the clock. And right now, and I think that's what Coach Snyder, he's content with right now, moving the chains, running the clock.
I wonder if Coach Snyder will bring, if they win, if he'd be willing to bring that barbecue bowl trophy down to Beef O'Brady's tonight.
Oh, man, ain't no telling, man.
That'd be something.
Take it home and put a good old Corona in it.
There's an ambiguous plug. There's a bubble screen. That's not, I just don't like that call.
No, that to me, again, out of the flow of what you got going
Right,
on
right.
now. I'm going to run the ball. Now you just made it a 2nd and 13, 2nd and 14. You know, when right now, stay within the flow of the game. The clock's moving.
As soon as he caught that ball and his knee dropped, the play was done.
Play dead.
2nd and 13 now for the Tigers.
Do what's working for you right now. Don't start going outside your box. You did this last week and cost yourself a pick.
Yep.
When you could have closed the game out with running the ball.
Arroyo peeks in for the signal. The give is to Ross. Ross, great stop inside. What a play by number 11 for the Rockledge Raiders, Kennard Snyder.
You got your coaches in the stands. Some say put the ball in the air. Some say run the ball. You ask me, I'm gonna run the ball.
Yep.
But again, you did it on 1st down and you lost 4 yards. Now you put yourself behind the sticks. Now you're causing yourself to really take a chance with throwing the ball.
And he's going to throw it. He does. Oh,
Good
Wojciechowski, did he get it? He does. What a catch by the Gray Ghost.
Gray Ghost type is.
1st down.
And I can't say, I tell you, he's been making up for that big fumble earlier, making some big plays, and that was a huge play. Now, we're being back in front of the sticks. Run the football.
1st and 10, ball at the 31 of the Rockledge Raiders. 7:03 to go. Mallinger cuts it back. Nice move, but he's not going to get out of the grips.
But you saw that tackle,
Yep.
right? And again, what I'm saying about those linebackers, everything is up high.
Yep.
In the playoffs, that's going to come back to haunt them.
Dontavius Thomas on the stop. 2nd and 9. But you know what? I think I'm taking my good old time here. I don't know so much about the hurry up here.
Hey, Lorenzo Pratt just said it right. 6:34 left, ground and pound.
Ground and pound.
I understand the little quick slip passes and screens, but don't run the ball.
Arroyo looking all kinds of time across the middle. Mallinger, great play in the secondary by Ryan Black.
I don't get the play calling right now.
I understand.
I'm going to run the ball.
Right.
Now, again, you're 3rd down. Good defense. Eventually, somebody's going to get a pick.
6:18 to go. Officials timeout for the water break. I'll tell you what, that brings up 3rd and 9 here.
Because even on that last play, just looking at the replay, I tell you, if Ryan Black breaks on that, that's a pick.
Yeah.
So, and maybe, again, I'm a homer with running the ball, but I'm going to run the ball. I'm a ground and pound.
Because, you know, what did Vince Lombardi used to say? When you throw the football, 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad.
Yeah.
Okay?
Simple math right
Right. And with a 4-point lead and 6:18 to play in the most important game of the year, you want as much time on that clock as you can get.
Right, and each time they drop back to throw that ball and you get an incompletion, the clock's stopping.
Now, Nick King has a 38-yard field goal tonight. If this were Fox, the NFL, we would put our yellow line at about the 23 right now because the wind is in King's face from this distance. Ross in the backfield. Arroyo.
There's been no pressure on Arroyo all night.
Nope.
See if Rockledge can get some type of pressure back there.
He has stepped up well in the pocket.
There you go.
Screen to Ross. Ross cuts back. Ross again. Ross still on his feet down to the 15. And he has
He look like he is
right
first down.
First down. Great play call. As much as we didn't like the last one, I do like the screen.
But for me, I love it because it's a screen. So to me, screen is like elongated handoff.
Right.
I'll take that.
6 minutes to go. First down, Coco. Clock stop to move the chains. Ball inside of the SCS red zone. The SCS basketball, the SCS training facility red zone. Arroyo, Mallinger, Ross. It's Ross up the middle, down to the 8-7. 5:30 to go. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Coco looking to make it a 2-score game if they could put the ball in the end zone. 2nd and 3. Ross again, why not? Up the middle, he'll be stopped this time. The Tigers can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and right now it's 3rd and 1. And to get a first down here, Coach, without scoring a touchdown is big.
I'll take that first down over the touchdown right now.
Because
now, don't get me wrong, I'll take the touchdown.
Right. But there is such a thing as scoring too quickly, right?
Way too quickly. But I honestly think touchdown here puts the game
Ross
away.
straight up the middle. He'll be marked down at the 1-foot line. He's in, they say. Touchdown.
O.J. Ross.
And with 4:39 to play, pending the extra point, the lead is 10, 44-34.
And that's a huge time played by the juice man, and we're talking premium juice.
No pulp.
No pulp. And with Amendment 2 passing, that premium juice is going to be about $10 more here after a while.
Nick King, snap, hold, kick is up, and I think King has drilled it again. And with 4:39 to go, the lead is now 45-34 with 4:39 to play.
And it's going to be hard to see. They're not built for that right now. Their offense for Rockledge. And their body language walking off the field is telling a lot right now. They look real dejected right now. Got players taking their hats off. They're not even huddling up. To me, that's a bad sign with 4 minutes left.
That was a championship drive.
Yes, that was. So I think that's about 4 touchdowns for O.J. tonight?
Yep.
He is putting on a big game, and everything he does, he's doing it in memory of his sister's name. And I tell you what, right now she riding high with him. West Coco, to be exact.
I'm just taking in the atmosphere right now at the moment.
Well, I tell you what they better not do. Kick it back deep to number 7.
No, they better not do that. Lesson learned, right? Kick it out of bounds if you have to. But do not kick it to Raheem Rocket Sanders. And this time the ball is fielded at the 22. That's swipe.
Swipe Virgil Marshall.
Virgil Marshall. Let me grab this. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. This is my first barbecue bowl. And the reason I've never broadcast a barbecue bowl before is because when I was over at Space Coast Daily, Steve and Orville, as they are tonight downstairs for Space Coast Daily, on the broadcast. I was the B team, so I never got a chance to do this game. Obviously last year the press box was filled, so we couldn't do it either. This is my first barbecue bowl game, and what a treat.
Yes, it is, man. And you kids are leaving it out here on the line, man. And we said before the game, who's going to step up? Who's going to make the big play? What name is going to be remembered? And right now, O.J. Ross is still in the show.
And Raheem Sanders has made his mark. And for the 2nd year in a row, the player with the better number statistically might be on the losing team. Under pressure, Elias Allen. And he's brought down on the play by number 9, I believe. Nelson Tewa. Last year, Keziah Holmes had 182 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, and Rockledge still won the game. This year, you look at Rocket Sanders, he's got to be well over 250 all-purpose yards, and right now the Raiders trail 45-34.
Yes, it's a crazy game, man. We got them cramping up over there. Hey, you know what they say, leave it all out on the field. Make the coach come get you. And these kids right now are leaving out on the field. But I tell you, and like I said, this is taking Rockledge out of their comfort zone. And for some reason, their coach is sending all vertical routes with 4 minutes left. Pick up the first down, come underneath.
Keep your eye on Malik Lewis is coming off the field. He's played great back there all night.
Yes, he has.
See if Rockledge takes a shot over at Malik's side.
He's created 2 turnovers tonight as well, so that's huge to get him
Yep.
back in the game.
See if the Raiders, right now, Coco's safety's about 20 yards off the play. Elias Allen, he's under pressure again. He's going to be sacked. Sacked.
And again, he's not looking to – there's no true read. And this is just showing the inability of Rockledge to actually call a true passing play.
Jaheim Thomas on the sack.
I mean, he's running 2 stay routes with 2 goes. I mean, that's not much option for me as a quarterback.
Right.
You got to have some crossing routes, something in here somewhere that's getting you ahead of the sticks.
Matt Diesel's putting the pressure on now, the defensive coordinator. 3rd and 5 for Rockledge. Elias Allen drops back. He's under pressure again, throws, and
again,
Sanders
he's
not
looking
even.
for Raheem Sanders the whole
He's
time.
frustrated. He's frustrated. He's frustrated. Matt Diesel. He's frustrated right now. But then, you know what? That's 4th and 5 now. This is the football game.
Yes, this is the football game right here.
And I'll tell you what, I've never heard this place this loud, and it's not even all the way filled because of COVID. I want you to get a shot down there, too. 4th and 5. This is the football game. Allen looks, throws. What a pitch and catch. What a catch. Raheem Sanders. Oh, they say he dropped it. And there's a turnover on down.
Turnover on down. Coco with the ball. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, barring any type of big problem here, that may be the end of the game here. We got 3:07 left to play.
1st and 10 for the Coco Tigers that way. I want everybody to see down along the fence and the crowd on hand here tonight. Now show the Tigers. Look at Matt Diesel, pumped up.
The Coco home crowd, I tell you, they're loud like it's actually filled up in here, but in 3 years of losing this game, it's coming up huge right now.
No doubt. And with 3:07 to go, barring anything crazy like that hasn't happened in the game, the Coco Tigers are on their way to ending the 3-game losing streak, and the Barbecue Bowl trophy will reside back at Coco High School. Quick pitch to Tay Farmer. Farmer covering that ball up high and tight.
And I agree with you, Coach Strickland. I mean, same play calling that it was last year, and you know, it's a little elementary, and when you gotta do something different, he doesn't have the ability to actually do what he needs to do to get these boys open in space, to beat man coverage.
45, 34, 2:40 to go. Clock running. Boy, this crowd's loving this. Give is to Farmer again. He cuts back. Inside Farmer, breaking tackles, running with purpose, down to the 20. First down, Coco. We got an injured Tiger, but he says, nope, I'm good. I ain't leaving this field. The official may make him. Timeout, Rockledge. We've had everything in this football game.
Everything.
34 third-quarter points. I said my key to the game tonight was, you know, I felt like that the team that has always had, both of these starting teams are loaded with talent. But I just felt like that Coco at all the positions had more this year, Coach.
Yeah, they did. And, I mean, you know, and it showed, and the depth showed at the end. But for me, the big key tonight, though, was offensive play calling.
Yeah.
And the usage of the quarterbacks. I mean, to me, this was a Bryce Norton type of game. 80%, 70%, don't matter. He offered you more than what the way the play calling was being called than the quarterback that you had in the game. It didn't cater to the situation.
2:14 to go. DJ Arroyo, Tay Farmer, bunched formation to the left. I can't see anything other than a run here on first down. And the give is to Farmer. Farmer makes, he is just so fast. He's ahead of himself. Rockledge will take another timeout. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Who's your player of the game?
O.J. Ross.
Yeah?
O.J. Ross. I mean, hands down.
You're going to take O.J. Here's what I'll do. You took a Cocoa Tiger. I'm going to take a Rockledge Raider. Tonight was my first opportunity to see in person Raheem Sanders play. And he is everything I've seen on film and more, Eddie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, now, when you put it in that aspect, I give it to both of them. You know,
right.
Again, I'm going to be a homer now.
Right.
I'm going to give it to both of them.
You're going to, right.
But, you know, if I got to go with just a winning team,
right.
O.J. Ross. But they both show why something that I saw out of both of them during the quarantine. They work and they work and they work, and they're not going to be denied. And it showed tonight, man. Neither one of them denied anything.
I know you're just like a proud pop up here, beaming with pride, Coach. Congratulations to you, because I know how hard you work with young players like O.J. and Raheem.
Oh, yeah, man. This has been a pleasure to watch, pleasure to see. And, man, just going – now, right here, Rockledge, they got to be able to bounce back. They got to be able to bounce back, but then also the play calling got to get better.
Well, and, you know, I say this truthfully. Look, the last 3 years the Raiders have won this football game. They've not had a great deal of playoff success as a result. I don't know if it's because of this or whatever. Maybe the opposite happens this year for Rockledge. Maybe they don't win this game and they go into the playoffs and go all the way to the Final Four.
Nah, I can't rock with that one. Not if you call them plays like this. You got to open it up, man. You got to call to the strength of what you got.
I hear you. Right? The thoughts of Eddie Mays do not represent.
My opinion does not reflect, Brevard Sports
I got you.
opinion. So please, all do not. This is me. This is my mouth.
Third and 4. They pick it up, and it's over. It's really, for all intent and purposes, done now with $1:55 to go. DJ Arroyo, Tay Farmer in the backfield. The give is to Mallinger on a jet sweep. Mallinger cuts it back. Mallinger gets outside. He's still on his feet. He wants, but that's a first down. That will do it, as Coco doesn't even need to do anything but snap the ball and take a knee. First down, Coco Tigers. I cannot wait to see how many yards of offense this one had tonight.
Oh, yeah, man. Like I say, that's Simply Orange Juice, good Florida premium orange juice. And they're waving by.
Waving by. Coco sideline is waving by to the Rockledge sideline. What a football game tonight by both of these teams.
Yeah, they came up big, man. They played huge. And both teams left it out on the field.
And here comes the serenade. There's a knee. 1:09 to go. They'll need to snap it 2 more times.
And for Coach Snyder, this was big this year.
First win over Rockledge.
First win over Rockledge. He needed this game. Submit himself a little bit, but now it's time to chasing Coach Wilt.
Truly his program now.
You got to go get you a chip for it to
truly
be all the way his program.
And 44 seconds to go. I'd like to thank Caleb Brown, Coach Eddie Mays. Be sure to join me coming up at Beef O'Brady's. It ought to be a rocking good time tonight down on Morrell Road. Your final score, the Cocoa Tigers 45, the Rockledge Raiders 34. Let's see the handoff of the trophy. Cocoa wants the trophy.
And as you see O.J. Ross, he shook his hand, but he's trying to find that trophy.
He wants that trophy. You across the field. And there they go. And it has been handed back over. And here it comes. There it is. for the first time since 2016, the Barbecue Bowl trophy will rest at Cocoa High School. There it is. Got it? All right, be sure to join me at Beef O'Brady's for the post-game show. Your final score, the Cocoa Tigers with an impressive 45-34 victory over the Rockledge Raiders. For Caleb Brown, Eddie Mays, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. Thanks to all of you, Brevard County. I tell you what, why don't all 485 of you come on down to Beef O'Brady's? Let's have a good time. Have a good night, everybody.